Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rossburg, Ohio, here at Tony Stewart's ELDORA Speedway here in Ohio for Championship Night for the Race to Rivalz mini-series, brought to you right here on 3-9 Streaming, Turn 5 Media, powered by Strickland's GM out of Brantford, Ontario. My name is Steve Ovens. I will be guiding you through the race night here this evening at the ELDORA Speedway as the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League prepares the Renegades division for their championship night. This mini-series, which leads us up to tomorrow night's first week of the 20-week season number 2 for the Rivalz Elite Pro Series League, which will kick off tomorrow night. And we are really excited to bring you coverage tonight from the Race to Rivalz mini-series championship night. The mini-series was made up of 5 races, which concluded last week, leading us up to championship night here at the ELDORA Speedway. You're watching a little bit of the action around the racetrack right now. Braden Finsel aboard the F1. He was the first king of the Outlaws. They call him King Braden the First, as he picked up the win at the Knoxville Raceway to win the championship night on season number 1. And that's a great story to talk about right off the top of the night here tonight, because Braden Finsel absolutely struggled last weekend. Talked to him after the race. He didn't even qualify out of the C main last week. Finsel said, "I just missed it. Just plain and simple. We just flat out missed it last weekend." Something that you did not expect to see for the guy that's got 3 race wins on the season, and in just this mini-series. Not even the season, just in the mini-series. So Braden Finsel looking to get back on top of the heap here tonight, and he is fast so far in hot laps with a time of 13.918 seconds. Brett Mahalski, no surprise to see him up there as well in the Cushion Pushin' Motorsports 73. Mahalski out of Pennsylvania picked up his first 410 sprint car win earlier this season down in Central PA, down in the big cars. And he is currently second fastest on the board. Kevin Loveys, who you're going to see in the Rivalz Elite Pro Series tomorrow night, he's currently third fastest with a time of 13.964 seconds. Skylar Castor, currently 4th fastest, and Jordan Hack right now, your top 5 with a time of 13.974 seconds. So that's our leaderboard. Currently, we have, let's take a look. We have got 9 cars in the 13-second bracket, all at a 13.9. The rest of the field at a 14.0, down through a 14.3, 14.4. So that's everybody within 0.3 of a second. That is pretty incredible. As Finsel, Mahalski, Kevin Lovey's the top of the board here. Let's give you a little rundown. The heat races tonight will be 8 laps in distance. We will invert 4 for the starting lineup, and we will take 4 cars out of those heat races to tonight's feature event. Everybody else will have to go through the alphabet soup before we get to the heat races. They will have a 2-lap time trial effort. And then we will get into the alphabet soup tonight, and still got some drivers checking in here. So we'll see just how many of those drivers we've got here tonight as to how much of the alphabet soup we'll have to run here tonight. Let's talk a little bit about the ELDORA Speedway, though. Located here in Rossburg, Ohio. If you've never been to the ELDORA Speedway, you got to get there. I just took my dad there over the summer, and it is a racetrack like no other. You literally drive through the cornfields of Ohio. All of a sudden, the cornfields break open, and there sits the ELDORA Speedway right in center Rossburg, Ohio. It's a wonderful area. You got to get out here if you've not been here. But let's take a look at this track. 0.4 of a mile, just under a half a mile. Big sweeping turns here at the ELDORA Speedway. You can run all over the place, and these guys will tonight. Top, middle, bottom, they will be all over the place. Right now, ambient temperature 87 degrees, track temperature also 87 degrees. And wind, not really a factor tonight. Winds out of the northwest at 2 miles an hour. So 0% humidity, and we are looking good here to kick off tonight's race event. Brought to you by Strickland GM out of Brantford, Ontario. Whether you're looking for a Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Cadillac, and we are a Chevrolet home here at 39 Streaming and Turn 5 Media. So I'm sure the next time we're going to be looking for a Chevrolet, we're going to be looking up at Strickland Brantford GM. Located in Brantford, Ontario. Want to thank Rick Scott and all his crew for bringing you all of the coverage here on 39 Streaming and Turn 5 Media here of the Race to Rivals mini-series here for the Renegades division of the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. Practice just took the checkered flag. Last car off of the racetrack, Terry Landis aboard the 661. So Landis making some last-minute adjustments to his ride. Drivers' meeting will be taking place here momentarily. I'm going to listen into that drivers' meeting and see if there's anything that we can pick up for you. As I see, and we've got some drivers that have hit the racetrack for qualifying, and those drivers are going to end up taking an EOL, as you cannot time trial during the drivers meeting. Jared Shipley on the racetrack right now. So Shipley is going to end up taking an EOL here. All right, just taking a quick listen into the drivers' meeting here, see if there's anything we can pick up to pass along to our race fans that are watching here tonight. And I want to remind you, while the drivers are at the drivers' meeting listening to our race director for the night, go ahead and like us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League, or you can see them online, OORL.ca. That's OORL.ca, or on Facebook, facebook.com, and search the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. All right, so the call coming from the race director over the radio, Jared Shipley, Nathan Albrecht, they will be taking an EOL for their heat race for time trialing during the drivers' meeting. So we've got two drivers that'll serve EOLs. Other drivers making their way out onto the racetrack right now. Chase Swafford currently. Oh, now Ryan Beagle knocks him off the top of the board. Beagle fast right now with a 13.932. So the big dog's got some speed. Braden Finsel clocks in with a 13.966 second lap. And he has fallen down the board. New top time at the top of the board. Brett Mahalski, 13.912 seconds. Mahalski, 13 with a 9, 1, and a 2, and now he's been knocked off the top. Matthew Ramsey, a 13.903 second lap. Ramsey comes to a stop. He'll exit the racetrack, but not before setting fast time, 13.903. Mahalski falls down to 2 at a 13.912. Beagle still third with a 13.932. Ross Carinta, good run for him so far, 13.941 second lap. Shane Kelly, who made things awfully exciting last weekend, currently sixth fastest with a 13.948. He sits sixth because Kevin Lovey's has broken into the top three. Lovey's in the high side racewear, number 98, with a 13.925 second lap. And while these guys are time trialing, we want to remind our drivers, or if you're catching us on the Facebook page, to go ahead and share the link out Share this video out to all your friends to watch along. And if you're already tuned into the coverage, let us know where you're watching from. We always love to see where the fans of the Ohsweken Outlaws are watching from. Might be in the States, might be in Canada. We want to know where you're watching from tonight. So go ahead and plug that in the comments and let us know where you're watching tonight's action from. So your top three remain the same. So time trials wrapping up here, and interesting, all the drivers pretty much within 0.2 of a second of each other. Maybe 3/4 of a second now, as we have a few drivers that are timing in here late. But pretty interesting to see how close these guys are in time. And you can see it right there on the board. Your top 10, all less than 1/10 of a second apart from each other. All right. So Matthew Ramsey, a name not heard from here in the last couple of races as far as fast timers go. He currently sits on top of the board, driver out of Fresno, California. Matthew Ramsey, currently fast time. And it looks like that's the way it's going to be here tonight. We do have 5 drivers that have qualified their way into the show tonight by way of running the Rivalz race that kicked off at 8 o'clock tonight. Randy Rockwell, Garrett Pepiet, David Flick, Brendan Lacey, and Jack C. Looks like Jack Clevenger has made his way into the show here tonight. Brendan Lacey, the 97. So those 5 drivers made their way in through the Rivalz race tonight. Congratulations to those guys. Garrett Pepiet picking up the win in the Rivalz division. They raced out at the Knoxville Raceway at 8 o'clock tonight. All right. So it looks like time trials are done, but we've got a few racers that have joined into the league room that they're trying to get sorted out here. A couple of drivers that... So we want to, before we move into tonight's heat races, they want to make sure up in the tower, trying to get sorted out here with our race directors. They are working feverishly. Now, there's only certain drivers that are eligible to compete here in the Renegades division, so that is the challenge. Making sure that we don't have anybody in the room here for the league race that's not supposed to be. All right, so our first heat race of the night will be coming up here. So first place all the way down to 22nd tonight. Brad with the stats here tonight. Thank you, sir. All within 1/10 of each other. That is incredible. All the way down to, let's see, I think that goes all the way down to Shane Pierce. Yeah, Shane Pierce in the 88, who was only 5/100ths of a second off of his practice time. So he's been awfully consistent here tonight from practice to qualifying. If you're interested in the track conditions, of course, the track started off brand new, just been farmed before practice started tonight. The track then is groomed again before qualifying, which has happened, and now the track will carry over from qualifying all the way through the heat races, all the way through the alphabet soup, and all the way through the features. So going to be very, very interesting to see how this track changes. Interestingly enough, last weekend at Knoxville, the bottom was the place to be. So tonight, we have got 8-lap heat races for you. We'll invert the top 4, and 4 cars will make it through to the feature. So we invert 4, and then the top 4 finishers from those heat races transfer directly into tonight's feature. And then the rest of the cars, 5th on back in the heat races, will make it, they'll have to try and make it through the alphabet soup to get into tonight's 40-lap A main. Now, the way it will start with our mains tonight, once we get to the alphabet soup, that first main will be 8 laps, and then we'll add 2 laps all the way through the alphabet soup. So if we, let's say we start in the C main, we go 8 laps there, we would go 10 laps in the B main, and then that would take us up to our feature, which is 50 laps tonight. So there's a note to make for later tonight. 50 laps for tonight's championship night here at the ELDORA Speedway. So you want to talk about a track that's going to change all on its own. We're going to go 50 laps on it at the end of the night. So that is something these drivers are going to have to not only take into consideration with track conditions, but also fuel. Fuel is going to be a huge consideration to take. So, all right, our first heat race of the night is lining up. Let's go ahead and get them stacked up on the grid and tell you how they're going to line up. Let's start it off. Heat race number 1 is 8 laps in distance. 4 cars are inverted for the start. 4 cars will qualify into tonight's feature event. Starting on the pole in car number 91, driver out of Welland, Ontario, Canada. In the RC delivery, Moore Motorsports, number 91, it's the Rose City Rocket, Derek Moore. Derek Moore will start on the pole to his outside in car number 75 out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. That is Chase Swafford. Road number 2 to the inside. Second place finisher last weekend, but had a fast car. Keep your eye on him tonight. Shane Kelly aboard car number 7 will start in position number 3. Starting to his outside, aboard car number 45, the fast qualifier of the night, Matthew Ramsey of car number 45. Ramsey hails out of Fresno, California, age 19, aboard car number 45. Starting 5th tonight in car number 30 is Stephen Goldner. Stephen Goldner will start 5th in car number 30 out of St. Thomas, Ontario. Starting to his outside in the Strickland's GM of Brantford, number 60, that is Rick Scott. Rick Scott out of Brantford, Ontario. Row 4 to the inside will be the 88 of Shane Pierce. Pierce hails to us in car number 88 tonight, and starting to his outside aboard the 00, that is Quentin Murdoch, driver out of Canada. So 8 cars, 8 laps is the distance for heat race number 1. Getting ready to go racing here, as the Strickland's GM Pace Truck will make its way off of the racetrack in turn number 4. We're looking for the green flag, and we've got it. Green flag is out here in heat race number 1. Moore will lead them through turns 1 and 2 as they shuffle down the back straightaway. Shane Kelly got a little bit out of shape as he was racing with Swafford there, close racing for the 3rd spot. Now here comes Ramsey. Matthew Ramsey out of Fresno, California, our fast timer of the night, aboard car number 45. He is currently on the bubble as we've got a battle for the lead off turn number 4. Moore's got company. It's Chase Swafford in the 75. Swafford lets it ride through the middle and then cuts it down to the bottom in turn number 2. This racetrack is pretty fresh, and you've got a new race leader. It's the 75 of Chase Swafford. Swafford will lead them down the back straightaway. New race leader here on lap number 3 as Shane Kelly takes it down to the inside, trying to get a run on Derek Moore, as that is a good battle for second. I think Moore might have got him at the line. No, Kelly got him. Kelly did get him at the line. So Kelly moves up to second. Moore back to 3rd. Ramsey's back there in 4th. Oh, contact! and Shane Kelly's upside down in turn 2. So Shane Kelly contact with the 91 of Moore, and he gets upside down. We've got 2 laps to go. Right now your top 4 is Swafford, Moore, Ramsey, and Steven Goldner. So right now Goldner is the guy on the bubble. And Rick Scott aboard car number 60 is going to try and find a way by here with the white flag. Final trip down the back straightaway. Chase Swafford took the lead on lap number 3. He will win heat race number 1. Swafford will take the checkered flag. Swafford out of Campbellsville, Kentucky will win heat race number 1. Derek Moore will come home second. Matthew Ramsey third. Steven Goldner fourth. Those 4 will lock into the A main. Rick Scott, Shane Pierce, Quentin Murdoch, Shane Kelly will have to make their way through the alphabet soup a little bit later tonight. All right, heat race number 2, gridding up on the front straightaway. Let's go ahead and tell you how they're going to start. David Flick will go away from the pole position in car number 835. Flick will start from the pole. Starting to his outside out of Brewerton, New York, driver out of Central New York, that's Jeffrey Barker in the 513. Jeff Barker in car 513. Scotty Edwards will start third in this one. Edwards aboard car number 23. Starting to his outside, driving the 73 tonight out of Pendle, Pennsylvania, that is Brett Mahalski. Brett Mahalski in car number 73. Jesse Costa will take car number 52 away from position number 5. He'll start on the inside of row number 3. Starting alongside him in car number 97, that is Brennan Lacey. Brennan Lacey, one of the drivers that made his way up through the Rebels division race tonight. He will start 6th. Preston Cranmer, the A-Led Outlaw out of Alet, Virginia, will start in position number 7. And that looks like that is our field. 7 cars, 8 laps the distance, 4 to transfer to the A main. We inverted the top 4, so Mahalski, second fastest tonight, starting 4th in heat race number 2. Green flag is out, and we are racing. David Flick quick on the gas, and he gets a great jump off of turn number 2. Field works through 3 and 4 for the first time, and it is going to be Flick that'll put himself at the top of the board here. Barker right in his footsteps. And here comes Brett Mahalski. Mahalski started 4th. He's up to 3rd as you watch him race by on the cushion cam off turn number 4. Great shots here by 3-9 Streaming. And Brad, we got a battle for that final transfer spot. Let's take a peek at it. As you've got Scotty Edwards trying to hold off Brennan Lacey. Lacey, who raced his way up through the Rebels division tonight. What a story that would be if he could get his way into the A main, locked into those top 4. But on his bumper, here comes Preston Cranmer. Cranmer, the A-Led Outlaw, down the back straightaway, getting a bite down low, and he'll battle with Lacey for the 5 spot. As now you've got a battle for second. That is Mahalski and Jeffrey Barker. Mahalski takes the spot on the top side, and he's looking for more. Mahalski right through the middle, brings it off the top side. New race leader at the line. It is Brett Mahalski. Flick running through the middle, couldn't do anything about it. New race leader into turn number 3. So Mahalski takes the lead with 2 to go as we get the white flag, and now that battle heating up one more time for the final transfer spot. Scotty Edwards, can he hold on to it? Checkered flag is in the air. Mahalski will get the win. Second across the line is Flick. Third is Barker. 4th and final transfer spot will go to Scotty Edwards. So great racing there in heat race number 2. Brett Mahalski, second fast on the timesheet tonight. He wins heat race number 2. So that'll bring us up to heat race number 3. Let's go ahead and tell you how they're going to line up. Starting on the pole in this one, aboard car number 10 out of Stanley, New York, the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation, Raceflix.com, number 10, Mohawk Northeast sponsored ride. That is Bruce Hilton. BH will go away from the pole, starting to his outside. Aboard car number 20 tonight out of Burleson, Texas, the Splash Haven Pools, Sustair Plumbing, Dirt Defender, Premier Sim Paints, Devo Trucking sponsored ride. That is Kevin Fry. Kevin Fry, the racing guy, will go away from position number 2. Row 3 to the inside. It's championship night. This guy's going to be on the loud pedal. Braden Finsel, King Braden the first, winner of the first championship night out at the Knoxville Raceway here just about 6 weeks ago. Will start in position number 3, starting to his outside. Aboard car number 98, the high side racewear ride. That is Kevin Loveys. Kevin Loveys, fast timer out of this group. Donovan Ross aboard car number 957 will start 5th tonight alongside the 25th anniversary Ohsweken Speedway Coca-Cola sponsored 14 of Greg Boydell. 50 feet, Joe Backus will start in position number 7, the Mustang Seeds. Dakota Ethanol sponsored 46 into his outside. And car number 49, that is Patrick Maltese out of Gatineau, Quebec. All right, 8 cars, 8 laps the distance. Top 4 have been inverted, and top 4 will qualify to tonight's A main. So Bruce Hilton aboard car number 10 tonight, going with the brand new car tonight. Didn't even have time to get her to the lettering shop. Brand new chassis for the 10. Hilton on the loud pedal, and we're green flag racing here at Eldora. Oh, Kevin Loveys is fast. He's down, slicing through the middle. Hilton will lead lap number 1, but look at this battle from second on back. Finsel up to the 2 spot. Loveys, Fry, Donovan Ross all battling for that final transfer spot. As Fry sweeps around the outside of Loveys, that'll put Loveys on the bubble, and here comes Greg Boydell. Boydell down to the bottom. Couldn't get a good run off a 2 there, as Loveys will hold the momentum. Boydell's got company, though. Donovan Ross down to the inside. They'll battle to turn number 1. As Kevin Fry starting to get a little racy, as now Finsel is putting a little pressure on Bruce Hilton. BH up to the top side of turn number 4 as we're halfway home. Bruce Hilton has not had a lot. Oh, big slider back in the pack there by Backus. The slider connected off. Turn 4. And Finsel will take the lead at the line. Here with 2 to go. But Hilton with a slider into 1 will take the spot back. Finsel down to the bottom. Slide job into turn 3. Oh, and Hilton and Loveys made contact. Both cars go around here at the start-finish line. An ill-timed slider, and the bad luck continues for Bruce Hilton. Oh, and now Kevin Fry's in the wall. Fry was in a transfer spot, and he just clobbered the wall. Checkered flag is in the air. Braden Finsel, through all of the madness, picks up the win. Greg Boydell, you got to be in it to win it. And Boydell finishes 2nd. He'll go to the big show. Patrick Maltese 3rd, and 50 feet, Joe Backus. I don't think Backus was in a qualified spot until that final 50 feet. And man, what a finish there to heat race number 3. Heat race number 4 is going to have a lot to live up to match that one. Holy cow. Let's give you the starting lineup. Heat race number 4 on the line. And starting on the pole out of Grand Island, Nebraska in the Wharf Action Esports, Vortex Wraps First Class Cleaning, Chado's Auto Body, number 39, that's Jordan Hack. Starting to his outside in car number 51 out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, that's Shorty, Jonathan Short. Row 2 to the inside aboard car number 80, that is Chris Steele. Chris Steele out of St. Catharines, Ontario. He will start in position number 3. Starting to his outside will be Big Dog Ryan Beagle out of Victoria, Ontario, age 26 for Beagle. Road number 3 to the inside aboard car number 35 out of Cambridge, Ontario. That is Connor Ross. Connor Ross in car 35, starting to his outside. Aboard the Deuce out of Grand Forks, North Dakota, the Acme Tools, Joe Black's Bar, Greg's Lawn Care number 2. That's Matthew Croakey. Jared Shipley in car number 803 will serve an EOL penalty here as he qualified during the driver's meeting tonight. He will go to the tail of the longest line. And that will leave Steve Murdoch and Steve Murdoch in car 53. Murdoch out of Kitchener, Ontario. Driver they call Doc will start at the back of the pack. So here we go. Green flag is out. Jordan Hack's on the hammer. 6 cars in this one, and there are 6 potent cars in this heat race right now as these drivers work their way through turns 1 and 2. Hack will lead lap number 1. 6 cars in your screen right now. Only 4 of them will qualify directly into tonight's A main. And what a battle back here for position number 4. Chris Steele has the spot. Croakey and Connor Ross are all over him, trying to track down a spot in tonight's A main. Hack leads, Beagle second. Now Beagle back to 2 as Jonathan Short takes over the 2 spot. And that is a good battle for position as Big Dog takes it down to the inside. Big Dog looking for a bone down on the bottom as he got Short at the line, but Short drives back around him off of turn 2. We are halfway home, coming up on 3 to go. Connor Ross had a problem back in the pack in the 35. I think he got a little piece of the wall off of turn 2. As now Croakey tries to knock down the fence over in turn 3, right by the cross gate. 2 laps to go, and Beagle with a slide job on Jonathan Short. Short had to back off the gas, and now Short with a slider of his own into turn number 4. Beagle turns it back down. White flag is out. Jordan Hack all alone out front, but it's slide job city behind him. Short takes it down to the inside. He'll pull the slider in turn number 4. Can Beagle turn back under him? No, he will not. Jonathan Short will get the 2 spot behind Jordan Hack. Beagle will finish 3rd. Chris Steele will be 4th. Croakey and Ross will make up positions 5 and 6. So there you have it. All the heat races in the books here tonight. No, excuse me. Still got one more heat race. Heat race number 5. Horn sounding. We've still got a whole host of drivers to show you here. Let's tell you how they're going to start. Starting on the pole out of Welland, Ontario, Canada. The Pink Flyer, Chad Cote in the Club 54 Tobacco. 96 Designs, Dave Smoke Shop, Ohsweken Speedway sponsored number 11. Starting to his outside aboard car number 18, that's Skylar Castor, the Cushion Pushin' Motorsports number 18. Tanner Van Doren, one of the youngest drivers in the field tonight aboard car number 949. Van Doren is an exciting one to watch, and you're going to want to keep your eyes on him here tonight. Van Doren gets ready to roll off out of Walnutport, Pennsylvania in the 949. Starting to his outside aboard the 10, that is Ross Carinta, our fast timer of the group. Carinta out of Fisher, Minnesota in the Twisted Motorsports Dirt Division. JZI Racing Photos, Wicked Cushion Esports, Balducci Trucking, D&B Lawn Care, Easy Ease Automotive, number 10. Jack Clevenger in the 806, qualified out of the Rebels division tonight. as did Nathan Albrecht in the 973. Oh, yoo-hoo! Terry Landis out of Murrieta, California now in the 661. He'll start alongside, I think he's all alone out back there. So here we go. He raced number 5. Again, 6 cars on the racetrack. 4 will make it straight through into tonight's A main. Cote hits the green. The pink flyer will lead him to turn number 1. As the field races into your living room, and Caster up into the fence. They're off of turn number 4 as the field works through turns 1 and 2. Cote, your early race leader. Tanner Van Doren up to the 2 spot at the line. Oh, we got one car sideways. I think that might have been Carinta in the 10. He got out of shape, collected another car with him. Terry Landis will move up into that 4th and final transfer spot as Cote leads him to turn number 3. Cote off of turn number 4. Doing a nice job in that number 11, putting it right on the cushion. Clevenger in the 806, solidly in position number 2. Landis made a move there on Tanner Van Doren, so now move Landis up to 3rd. Van Doren back to 4. But that's just fine. That's where Tanner's got to be. He's got to be in the top 4 to qualify to tonight's A main. Skylar Caster's trying to put a run together. He's got 3 more laps if he's going to try and catch Van Doren. But up front, let's take a look at this battle for the lead. Cote and Clevenger. 2 to go. Now white flag is out. Clevenger is there, but Cote doing a great job. Down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, the Ohsweken Speedway, sponsored number 11. Chad Cote will pick up the win. 2nd across the line will be Clevenger. Terry Landis will finish 3rd. Tanner Van Doren 4th. And then going to the alphabet soup will be Ross Carinta, as well as the 18 of Skylar Caster. All right, the horn has sounded for tonight's D main. This is where we will start our alphabet soup. 8 laps the distance. 4 cars will go to tonight's C main. So only 4 cars will transfer. Alex Hanna scheduled to go away from position number 1. I'm not sure that he will actually be in this race, though. I think he was one of the cars that was in the field by mistake in the league room tonight. Kevin Lovey's currently all alone on the grid. Car here, we'll have to see. So this very well could be a 8-lap test session here for Kevin Lovey's, as he is the only car to make the call here for the D main. And what the heck? Let's give a call out to some of his great sponsors on that 98. Ohsweken Speedway on the front wing. Driving the Enrium sponsored 98. Strickland Sprints on that machine as well. O'Neill's sponsored number 98. A pressure-packed situation here for Kevin Lovey's. He starts first. I wonder what Dave Axton would think about this. Dave Axton and Kevin Lovey's, who love to bust on each other's nuts during the race season. 4 cars go to the C main, but only 1 takes the green, and it's Kevin Lovey's. I know Dave Axton's rooting for him at home. So Lovey's will take the GSR 98 through turns 1 and 2. Let's ride aboard with him here, as Lovey's going to work the outside lane. I think that's going to be the preferred line here tonight, as this racetrack still has a lot of changes it's going to go through before tonight's A main. And Lovey's a decorated career as a Ontario Speedway. So a shout out to Lovey's and his driver, Steve Poirier, picking up a W. I got to interview Steve Poirier out at the Land of Legends Raceway as he picked up the win in the New York Sprint Car Nationals at the beginning of September. A race that started on a Saturday night, ended on a Sunday afternoon. A little Sunday fun day at the dirt track, and that's Lovey's driver doing what they do, and that's win races. And Lovey's no doubt going to pick up the win in this one, as he's got 3 laps to go in the D main. 8 laps will be the distance for the D main. 10 laps will be the distance for the C. Tonight's B main will be 12 laps, and we will take 4 cars out of the C main into tonight's B main. And it appears that the format is such that we will also, Brad, take 4 cars to tonight's A main. So 4 is the lucky number tonight. Lovey's across the line in a barn burner, and he will win tonight's D main. So Lovey's will move on to tonight's C main. Let's go ahead and tell you how the C main will line up. Again, 10 laps is the distance. 4 cars will qualify. Ross Carinta, Quentin Murdoch will make up the front row. Jesse Costa and Bruce Hilton will make up row number 2. Row number 3 on the grid will be Jared Shipley and Nathan Albrecht. Shipley the 803, Albrecht the 973. Row number 4 will be Shane Kelly and Kevin Lovey's. So, it looks like only 5 cars have made the call here for the C main. And only 1 driver is going to have to put it on the trailer after this one. So, Ross Carinta, Bruce Hilton, Jesse Costa, Kevin Lovey, Shane Kelly. Those are your 5 cars here for tonight's C main. 4 cars will go to tonight's B main. And we're getting ready for it here off of turn number 4 this time by. Ross Carinta. 4.4 miles will be the distance for this one. And Ross Carinta out of Fisher, Minnesota. The Wicked Cushion Esports number 10. Hits the trigger and we're underway with tonight's C. Oh boy, contact here on lap number 1. As Carinta will take the lead off of turn number 4. Kevin Lovey slicing back there. Slicing it up with Jesse Costa. Costa, who's only running, I want to say, his first or second Renegades race this year. Or at least in this mini-series. As Hilton and Lovey's doing battle. Those were the guys that were battling in the heat race when they got caught up. Lovey's working the outside as Carinta shows the way. Hilton in second. Lovey's is third. Shane Kelly 4 as they shuffle off to turn number 3 and 4. Lovey's right through the middle of the slick. And boy, he got a nice bite off at turn 4. Looking for, no, slider wasn't there that time. And here comes Shane Kelly around the outside. Kelly aboard the 7, putting a good run together here in the C main. So now Kevin Lovies is on the bubble. And don't count Jesse Costa out of this one yet. Costa's eyeballs just got big as saucers that time by. As he can see the car in front of him, that's the only thing separating him from tonight's B main. And he is closing in on Lovies as Lovies closes in on Kelly. 3 cars under a blanket into turn 3. Only 2 of them will go to the B main. Kelly, Lovies, Costa, that way into turn number 1. Now they close in on Bruce Hilton, now make it a 4-car battle with only 3 making it to the B. That's about as much excitement as you're going to get in a C main, and Shane Kelly all over the tail tank of Hilton to turn number 1 that time. Kelly takes it down to the bottom. Kelly in the 7 down to the bottom on Bruce Hilton. Trying to take over the 2 spot. White flag is in the air. Final trip around for Ross Carinta, but the question is, who will be in the B main? Lovies now to the outside of Shane Kelly. Here comes Jesse Costa down to the bottom. A drag race to the line, and it's going to be Hilton, Kelly, and Lovies going to the show. Ross Carinta picks up the win, but Hilton, Lovies, and Shane Kelly will get those final spots in the B main. Jesse Costa, tip your cap to the young man as he put together a heck of a run here in the C main trying to get to the B. Not going to happen tonight. And now we will go to tonight's B main as the horn sounds, as the cars need to get gridded on the pit road. Out of Brantford, Ontario, Rick Scott will make up the front row with Preston Cramner. So it'll be the Strickland Brantford GM number 60. Alongside the A-Let Outlaw, Preston Cranmer will start outside pole. Donovan Ross, Matthew Croakey will make up row 2. Row 3 is Skylar Castor and Shane Pierce. Row 4 will be Brennan Lacey and Kevin Fry, the racing guy. Row 5 will be Connor Ross out of Cambridge, Ontario, starting alongside Ross Carinta in the 10 out of Fisher, Minnesota. Bruce Hilton out of Stanley, New York will start alongside Shane Kelly as his dancing partner in row number 6. And all alone on the back row in car number 98 is Kevin Lovies. So there you have it, 13 cars, 12 laps for tonight's B main, and only 4 cars will go to the A main tonight. And I'm telling you folks, there are a ton of fast cars in this one. If you thought the C main was exciting, you ain't seen nothing yet. All right. I believe the song goes Last Call, Last Dance, Last Chance for Romance. Here we go. 12 laps. 4 cars will go to the B main, or to the A main, excuse me. 13 will take the green flag. Green flag is out off turn 4. And Rick Scott out of Brantford, Ontario will lead the circus through turns 1 and 2. Oh, baby, they are 3 wide here on lap number 1. As, we got contact back in the pack. I think that's Carinta that went around. Connor Ross got a piece of that. Kevin Fry is involved. Those cars got into the fence. We race on. Tough break for those drivers. That's almost surely going to put them out of it. Watching the progress here of Kevin Lovies. Started 13th. He's up to 7th. Now battling for 6 as you've got 2 cars in the outside wall. Lovies drove by both of them, and that'll put Lovies up to 5th. Let's see if we can't dial up that inboard shot on Kevin Lovey's as he rides in position number 5 and looking for 4th into turns 1 and 2. He will sweep right on by Croaky in the 2. Oh, and Rick Scott's in the fence. Oh, he was your 2nd place runner. Got into the fence on the back straightaway, and that's going to end the B main for him. Out front, the A-Led Outlaw, Preston Cranmer, shows the way. You saw him right there in your screen. Kevin Lovey's 13th to 2nd. Here so far in this one, Skylar Castor and Shane Kelly right now your final transfer spots, but they are under fire. As Brennan Lacey trying to race his way into tonight's 50-lap championship night. Lacey, one of the drivers that made his way through the Rebels division tonight, got a piece of the concrete in turn number 1 that time. As now Matthew Croaky all over the tail tank of Lacey off turn 4. They're battling for 5th. Shane Kelly right now on the bubble. Kelly, who raced his way into last week's A-Main after having to qualify through the Rebels race at 8 o'clock last weekend. Drives up on Skylar Castor aboard the 18. So Castor runs 3, Shane Kelly on the bubble in 4. And now here one more time, here comes Brennan Lacey. Lacey making a charge on Shane Kelly. You're gonna have a battle for the final transfer spot. White flag coming up this time. Oh, Kelly and Castor make contact. And Matthew Croaky greases up the sides and drove right through the middle of them. He'll go up to 3rd. Oh, Croaky got the spot. He's going to be in the big show. Shane Kelly right now 4th. If they finish that way, and yes, they will. Preston Cranmer will win tonight's B main. Kevin Lovey's 13th to 2nd. Matthew Croaky was at the right place at the right time. He'll finish 3rd. And Shane Kelly goes 12th to 4th to qualify his way into tonight's 50-lap A-Main. Wow. What a finish to that one. Well, race fans, the warm-up session is currently underway, and we're going to hear from Adam Ross here momentarily, as Adam Ross going to join us here as the Rivalz Elite Series, Rivalz Elite Pro Series kicks off tomorrow night, and we're going to bring you all the coverage right here on 3-9 Streaming, and Adam Ross kind enough to join us in the booth to tell us a little bit about the start of the season. Adam, welcome aboard.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's great to be here. Really excited about tomorrow night. There's so much going on. It's hard to pick one thing I'm excited for. But first and foremost, it's the racing. Secondly, but it's a close second, is how much fun the broadcast is going to be.
Well, we are very excited about our debut with the Rivalz Elite Pro Series, and you guys have been kind enough on the Rivalz Race Chat program to kind of give the fans of your guys' program a little peek behind the curtains of what we have going on here, whether it's Rivalz Elite Pro Series or the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. There's a lot of things to be excited about, and it seems like the fan feedback has been pretty good from that.
It really has been. You know, race fans want to see racing, but they also want to get a peek behind the scenes. They want to hear the stories, and I think that's what we're going to be able to provide with Rivalz Race Chat, is give them the stories, break into the action when things are exciting, and follow all of your coverage, and really put together a neat style of broadcast that I think we're going to see some big changes in how people watch racing over the next little while. I mean, nothing changes the experience of actually being there and taking it in, but streaming is getting more and more prevalent all the time.
And I would dare say, Adam, that this is really paving new roads when it comes to streaming here on iRacing, because while many races are streamed, I don't know of any other streaming service that offers what you guys are offering here with Rivalz.
You know, Clinton, Jeffrey, and I definitely wanted to create something a little bit different. We don't like doing things the way other people do. Thus, the partnerships. Cody Olson coming in as race director, the Ovens coming in, 3-9 streaming, coming in to work on the broadcast. There's so many different factors coming into play here, and we don't have all of the very best iRacing has to offer, but we've got some real hungry drivers. We're going to have some hurt feelings. We're going to have to manage all those emotions, and it's going to be a blast following it.
I mean, there's so many different layers that we could try and cover in 5 minutes here, but as we get ready to kick off the season tomorrow night, what's the one big thing that anybody that's tuned in tonight that might want to tune in tomorrow night, what would be your pitch to them here with about 60 seconds?
You know, while you watch this and it looks like a video game, the racing to the competitors is very, very real. It's very personal. And they take it every bit as seriously as you would at your local racetrack on a given week. It's a chance for people to prove themselves, and I think that's what's compelling. That's what's great about racing is someone's going to win tomorrow night, and there's going to be a whole lot of drivers who aren't happy.
I love the team aspect of the Rivalz Elite Pro Series as well. You've got teams of 4. But you also have some individuals that are thrown in there too. So, I mean, there's going to be a great mix tomorrow night.
We really wanted to push the team concept because we want to create a ladder. We want people to be able to come in and race with the Ohsweken Outlaws on a Monday night. If you're new to iRacing, this is how you would get involved. Obviously, the racing we're watching tonight is some of the better drivers. But we want to create that whole ladder. So the team racing allows us to get drivers together, get them working together on setups, get them working together as teams. We all know racing is still an individual sport.
Oh, it absolutely is. Adam, I appreciate you stopping by and giving us a few minutes here. We cannot wait to get to week number 1 tomorrow night with the Rivalz Elite Series.
It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to see what we can put together, and I think people will be entertained if they show up and watch.
Well, that they will. That's Adam Ross from Rivalz Race Chat, as well as the Rivalz Elite Pro Series. Want to thank him for his time here on the broadcast tonight. But fans, you might have heard it off in the distance. Yes, that's right. The horn has sounded, and it's time for tonight's 50-lap A-Main for championship night. Here with the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League Race to Rivalz mini-series, powered by Strickland's GM out of Brantford, Ontario. Chase Swafford will take it away from position number 1 tonight aboard car number 75. Swafford out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, will start from the pole, starting to his outside aboard car number 73. That's Brett Mahalski out of Pendle, Pennsylvania. Braden Finsel, King Braden the First, will start from position number 3 out of Astoria, Ohio, to his outside in car number 39 out of Grand Island, Nebraska. That is Jordan Hack. Row 3 to the inside will be Chad Cote in the 11 and Derek Moore, the 91. Row 4 will be David Flick and Greg Boydell. Row 5 will be Jonathan Short and Jack Clevenger. Row 5 will be Matthew Ramsey and Jeff Barker. Patrick Maltese, Ryan Beagle will make up row 7. Row 8 will be Terry Landis and Stephen Goldner. Row 9 will be Scotty Edwards and Joe Backus. Row 10 will be Chris Steele, Tanner Van Doren. Row 11, Preston Cramner, Kevin Lovies. And your final row, row number 12, Matthew Croakey, Shane Kelly. All right, race fans, it's that time in the broadcast where we say, les race fans, these drivers, by the grace of God, iRacing, and 800 horsepower, are ready to go to work, this time off turn number 4. Race fans, championship night is green. Chase Swafford puts lap number 1 on the board as we have got a caution. Yellow lights are on here on lap number 1. Problems might have been on the front straightaway or turn 1 there, as one driver getting crossed up. So 3-9 streaming, Turn 5 Media, bringing you tonight's coverage. My name is Steve Ovens, the lead announcer here for 39 streaming in the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. Want to welcome you to tonight's championship night for the Race to Rivals mini-series, powered by Strickland GM out of Brantford, Ontario. Want to send a big shout out to Roger Craig, Blake Nutley Butler, and the entire crew here with the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League for having us be a part of their series. This series runs on Monday nights. They run the Rebels division at 8 o'clock, followed by the Renegades division at 9:30, and the Renegades division each and every Monday night is broadcast right here on their Facebook page, Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. If you're watching the coverage of tonight's feature, I want to ask you to do me a favor. I need 2 favors from you. Number 1, if you enjoy the coverage, I need you to slide over and hit that share button and let all your racing buddies know that you're enjoying the coverage tonight as we ride along with Chad Cote in the 11. Second thing I need to ask you to do is, if you're watching the coverage tonight, I need you to comment where you're watching from. Might be Penn Yan, New York, might be Horseheads, New York, might be St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. Let us know where you're watching from here on 3-9 streaming tonight. Chase Swafford bringing us back to the green flag. Green flag is out. Field races their way through turns number 1 and 2. As Swafford quickly jumps out to a big lead to turn number 3. Mahalski, Hack, and Finsel back there riding in 2, 3, and 4. Braden Finsel really working that bottom line. And I'll bet that's quite an angle to watch from, as Finsel doing work. Now he'll go to the top side as these guys battle back behind them. One car into the fence. I think that was Jordan Hack. And now we've got a problem in turn number 1. Yellow lights are on, as we've got more cars involved now. And our producer, Brad Ovens, was all over that one. And he is dialing up a look for us here. It looked like Jordan Hack got a little too far outside. And we're going to watch on the restart here. Hack is the 3rd car in line. That black and red, white numeral number 39. Let's watch him on the restart. As it was Hack that had the problem, and they take the green flag here. Everything seemed to be A-okay. And it may even be a lap or 2 after this here, as Hack and Finsel were doing battle for a little bit there. As Hack running the outside. You can see him there before the incident happens, really testing the limits of that outside lane. And right there, Hack gets up into the fence. Jonathan Short nowhere to go. You got one other car involved there. I couldn't quite get the number on that one, but you had 2, 3, 4 cars pile in at the ends. Great job by Brad Ovens there in the 3-9 streaming headquarters down in Penn Yan, New York. Doing a great job providing you all these great angles as you watch from the cushion cam off turn number 2. I'm telling you, you will not find better camera angles for an iRacing live stream as we ride on board here with your race leader, Chase Swafford. He hits the trigger off turn 4 and we're back underway. Swafford will lead it back at the line, but here comes Brett Mahalski. Mahalski will now take it to the top shelf where Mama hides the cookies, and he's looking for the lead. Swafford trying to catch Mahalski's hand in the cookie jar. Mahalski turns it down underneath him, but Swafford continues to lead. Mahalski with a slider. Swafford got in the fence. Here goes Finsel. Finsel up to 2. Mahalski to the lead. Swafford back to second now. Oh, baby. And to think we're only 14 laps in, we still got 36 to go. And the battle is intense right now. Mahalski, Finsel, Swafford. Check 1, 2. All right. I think we might be back here. Little audio technical difficulty here. We're back in racing here down the back straightaway. As we have got 21 laps on the board. Field works their way through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Boy, they are battling in the back of the pack. As Braden Finsel closing in on your leader, Brett Mahalski. Finsel taking a look down to the inside to turn number 3. Battle is for the lead off turn 4. Mahalski will hold on to it. Finsel could not get a bite off the bottom of turn number 4. So Finsel will have to settle for position number 2 for the time being. Derek Moore with a great run in car number 91, running in the 3rd spot. As now we watch the progress of Kevin Lovey's. Started 22nd, he's up to 5th. Now make it 3rd as he goes into turn number 3. So Kevin Lovey's has found something he likes here in car number 98. The GSR High-Side Racewear Ohsweken Speedway. Number 98 is up to P3. As he works the outside lane, now drops down to the middle off turn number 4. Derek Moore is trying to fight down low, could not get that bite off the fourth turn. So now your top three is Mahalski, Finsel, and Kevin Loveys. Oh, Finsel got sideways into turn 3. Loveys will take over the 2 spot. And now make it 22nd to 2nd. Kevin Loveys down the back straightaway, and what a run for driver number 98. Loveys' team, who picked up a huge win out at the Brockville, Ontario Speedway this past weekend. What a great run going, as now we've got the battle on for third. Derek Moore, Braden Finsel down the back straightaway. And just behind these guys, you've got Jonathan Short, Chris Steele, and Patrick Maltese. That's a good battle for position, as now they are all over the back tail tank of Derek Moore. Derek Moore trying to work his way through the bottom lane, but they have got all these drivers lined up on the outside. Finsel is that first one. Finsel looking for the 3 spot off turn 2. And as we say that, we have got a battle shaping up for the lead as Kevin Loveys has closed in on Mahalski. As this battle back here from third on back has been a good one, but your leaders are racing traffic to turn number 3. Kevin Loveys takes it down to the bottom. Battle for the race lead, and Loveys has it with a slide job off of turn number 4. Loveys up to P1, new race leader here on lap number 33. So Kevin Loveys up to the top spot on the leaderboard. Yellow lights are on here on lap number 35. Caution flag is out. As it looks like we might have a look at that one. Right now your running order, the top 5 is Kevin Loveys, Brett Mahalski, Derek Moore, Braden Finsel, and Jonathan Short. And we do have a look at it here. And we're going to show you the pass for the lead as Mahalski got sideways off of turn 2 and Loveys absolutely pounced on it with a big slider off of turn 4. What a move there by Kevin Loveys to take over the spot. Awesome view there from Brad, our producer on 3-9 Streaming. So there you have it. Loveys, Mahalski, Derek Moore, Braden Finsel, Jonathan Short, the top 5. Chris Steele, Patrick Maltese, the big dog Ryan Beagle, Shane Kelly, and Chad Cote make up the top 10. As one driver blowing on by, getting a wave around. I think that was Jordan Hack. As Loveys will be the leader, this time off of turn number 4. Green lights are back on and we're underway. So Braden Finsel up on the cushion, getting everybody stacked up as Finsel got a little loose off turn 2 that time. Mahalski running through the middle lane now. As these guys, oh, yellow lights are back on. Problems over in turn number 1. As that'll put us back under the yellow. As yellow lights back on here on lap number 39. We have 11 laps to go in tonight's 50-lapper championship night here. So coming up on lap number 40, and there you see, oh, Chris Steele, hard contact with the inside retaining wall. Contact there with Steele and another driver on the front straightaway, and Steele, who had several top 5 finishers. Matter of fact, I believe he had a couple of podium finishes to start off the Race to Rivals mini-series. will end his night in the pit. Had to get towed back for repairs. So here we go. Field pacing, as we will put lap number 41 on the board. 9 laps to go. Kevin Loveys is your leader. What a story here for Loveys. We joked in the D main that Loveys was the only car on the racetrack for the D main, and some of the drivers even chiming in there and giving him a hard time, saying, no pressure, Kevin, no pressure. Well, how about this for no pressure? 22nd to the lead here with less than 15 to go, as they will take the green this time by Strickland GM Pace Truck. Pulls off the racetrack and we're back to green. Kevin Loveys leads with 8 laps to go. Loveys off of turn number 2. Leads it down the back straightaway. Mahalski and Finsel running right there in 2 and 3. Derek Moore there for 4. Finsel and Mahalski doing battle, and that's exactly what Loveys would love to see, as those guys battling for the second spot and giving him clean racetrack to work with out ahead of him. Loveys on the top of turn number 3. Rides the cushion all the way around here. Now 4. Make it 6 laps to go. 6 to go for Kevin Loveys. And Finsel's around Mahalski for 2. New second place car, it's Braden Finsel. So Finsel, who was the championship night winner at Knoxville at the end of season number 1, finds himself in a position here in season number 2, the Race to Rivals mini-series, trying to win championship night here for the second championship night in a row. But to do it, he's going to have to get around Kevin Loveys, who's got 4 circuits to go. 2 miles left to go for Kevin Loveys. Loveys down the back straightaway, and he is lengthening the lead. Last time it was 9/10 of a second was the lead. Let's see what he's got this time. Now make it a full second for Kevin Loveys, here with 3 to go. So Loveys in the GSR Racing, number 98, works through turns 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks are in the air. Mahalski with a slide job for second. Mahalski takes back the 2 spot as he battles with Braden Finsel in turns 1 and 2. They'll shuffle down the back straightaway. Finsel working down on the bottom one more time. Finsel down to the inside. Mahalski up top. They'll battle for the second spot, but Kevin Loveys is taking the white flag. Last trip around the Eldora Speedway for Kevin Loveys. He came all the way from the D main. Started 22nd, and he will win championship night at Eldora. Kevin Loveys wins. Second across the line will be Brett Mahalski. Third will be Braden Finsel. Derek Moore will finish 4th. Ryan Beagle will be 5th. 6 through 10, Jonathan Short, Patrick Maltese, Shane Kelly, Preston Cranmer, and Jack Clevenger. Wow, what a finish to that. Kevin Loveys all the way from the D main. Field will work around the racetrack under yellow here, and we will meet you down in Victory Lane, where we will talk to the top 3, and we will talk to tonight's winner, Kevin Loveys. So our good man Blake will work on getting our drivers here for us in the chat room so we can get a word with them all, as we will hear from Kevin Loveys, Brett Mahalski, and Braden Finsel, your top 3 finishers here tonight on championship night from the Eldora Speedway. And what a finish to this one. Kevin Loveys drove his way all the way from 22nd starting position, had to transfer through the D main, through the C main, through the B main to get himself up to the feature win. But we'll start with 3rd place finishing Braden Finsel tonight. Braden, it certainly wasn't from a lack of effort tonight. Tell us about your run finishing 3rd.
It was a tough night. Definitely disappointed in that one. I felt like we had a chance there. Car was pretty good. Driver wasn't. Just too many mistakes down the road, and it cost me. So just learning thing. Felt like I was better. in some places than Brett, but he was just overall smoother, and he was faster than me there towards the end. So hats off to Brett, and man, those guys were fast up front. So hats off to both of those guys.
They definitely were fast. You and Brett had a great battle there at the end of the race, swapping the position back and forth. Where was your car best there at the end?
I don't know. I was getting tied up on the cushion, and then I was trying to move around, run slider line, and that was okay. Just was worried about putting it in the wall. Same thing. It'd catch on the cushion, then I'd be plowing tight. So, just kind of struggled there. Tried something new this week, and worked out okay, but definitely something that I wish I could have changed. But we'll just learn from it and hopefully go into the new season. I think next week's the start of it. So hopefully we'll be there and try and compete for the win again, and hopefully go for King of the Outlaws again.
Not that racers like to talk about consolation prizes, but this was a heck of a bounce back week for you.
Definitely. Last week was really disappointing, and it's just it's all possible from all of our partners: Slammer Sports Bar, Leonard Speed Equipment, NGK, Commercial Carpet and Tile, Cardio's okay, Real Geese, just everyone a part of this. Gotta thank my dad. He was definitely helped me out this week. He just we sat down and talked actually quite a bit. Just really disappointed with last week, and I told myself every day when I got on here that I was gonna make some good laps and just give it everything I had. So like you said, it wasn't a lack of effort, just driver wasn't good enough there towards the end. So hopefully we'll see you guys next week, like I said, just with basketball starting up and school, and then obviously real life racing. I guess there's not really an off season, so we're busy in the shop still, so hopefully I can find some more time to get on and keep racing.
All right, man. Great job tonight. That's Braden Finsel, finishes third tonight. He was our first King of the Outlaws. Comes up just 2 spots short here tonight to finish in the third spot. We're going to get a word here with Brett Mahalski here in just a moment, as he finished in second tonight. Brett, you had a great race. Started from the started on the outside pole and led a lot of laps tonight. Tell us about your run.
I'm happy with it. It was a good time. That guy came out of nowhere. Hats off to him. I was kind of in cruise control. I was a little tight getting off the corners, so I was kind of taking it easy. And then he just out of nowhere came nowhere. So overall happy. Second ain't bad. That's what I got last championship night. So I'm happy with it.
Tell us a little bit about how, we ran 50 laps here tonight. So, not only on a regular race night when we do, say, 40 laps, we'll see the track change so much from beginning to the end of the night. Tonight was even more so because of that 50-lap run.
Yeah, track was definitely slick there. I think towards the end, I don't think it really got too bad. It was definitely slick all the way through. Once he passed me, I started moving around, but I thought the track was pretty even. Around the top, there was a lot of grip and all, but I just couldn't enter in on the top, and it looked like he could just put his car anywhere, where I was kind of stuck to one line.
Well, that may have been attributed to his run from the D main all the way through. He really got to follow how this track changed all the way through the night.
Yeah, I seen in the heat race there, he received an EOL, which that can really set you back. But sometimes a little bit of luck, some good driving, and all, you can really come through. And when I seen it was him who passed me, I right away got up on there on the yellow and said, "Hell of a job," because I knew how far he came through all the alphabet and all that. So hats off to him.
Absolutely, man. Well, hats off to you. A great second place run here tonight. Tell us about some of the folks that helped make it happen for you.
A big contributor to my running is Cushion Push and Motorsports, and we talk about setups and getting it going, and then Jeremy Mahalski, Heating and Air, our seat, and Irish Rover Station House Bar and Grill.
Well, great run tonight, Brett. Great having you a part of the league here, and we appreciate a moment of your time.
No problem.
All right, there's Brett Mahalski finishing in the 2 spot here tonight. But the guy who picks up the win tonight, 22nd to the win, and he had to come all the way from the D main. Kevin Loveys, congratulations, my man.
Thanks, man. That was a lot of fun.
That was quite a run for you to come all the way from the D main. And I know a lot of the drivers were busting your nuts about being the only car in the D main tonight. But how much of that being able to have even that 8 laps in the D and see how much the track was changing through the night, how much was that of a help to you tonight?
I mean, it was so much different in the feature, so I don't think it was. I don't think it played that much of a factor. I just kept telling myself to not be a weapon and crash, and because then it would look pretty stupid if I didn't transfer.
Yeah, that's for sure. But, that same message, it seemed like carried you all the way through the alphabet soup tonight, was just not getting in other people's messes, and that just seemed to keep happening every race you ran tonight.
Yeah, that was just one of those nights. Every time something happened in front of me, the seas kind of parted for me, and things worked out. And I had a good car. I was really fast, but I had to run it on the edge. And a couple times I thought I was going to put in the fence there, so I kind of 50 laps. So I figured I'd back it off a little bit, but I kept catching them so fast. I was like, I better try to keep my pace up. And every time I tried to back off a little bit, I would get tight and I'd get into the fence a little bit. So I had to keep forcing the issue for my car to work.
Tell us about the move for the lead. Brett got a little bit loose off of turn 2, and it just broke his momentum enough that, you had to shoot down to the bottom. You had the run.
Yeah, actually, I seen him. He was getting tight on entry on the cushion, so he had to keep cheating it. And then, so I knew he was a sitting duck at that point. So I kept, tried to pace myself to catch him at the right time. Because if you got to pull out a line in the slick and try to pass him, you're going to kill your momentum, and you're probably gonna get past that at that point. So luckily it worked out where I could, I got beside him when I had a run, and hopefully I didn't use him up too much when I slid him there. But it's for the win, so you got to do what you got to do.
And this is a great proving ground here as we get ready to start the Rivalz Elite Pro Series. This is great momentum heading into week 1.
Yeah, hopefully the track's similar. Like, I really like when the track gets slick like that. I tend to struggle a little bit actually when it's stickier. So, hopefully it's hopefully it gets slick like that, and maybe the bottom or the middle could be a little better, so it's not so top dominant. But it's ELDORA, so.
Well, man, before we let you go, great run tonight. Tell us about some of the folks that make it happen for you there on the 98 machine.
Well, first off, we got to thank Glenn Stires Racing, Enriam, Strickland's GM, all the guys at UDSRA. You guys are putting on for the broadcast. It was all
right, man. Kevin Lovey's doing a great job here tonight. We'll see you for week 1 of the Rivalz Elite Pro Series tomorrow night. And what a show you put on tonight. Great job out there.
Hopefully I can make it a little easier for myself tomorrow. And
yeah,
I got to apologize to that guy in the heat race. I wasn't really expecting him to come off the cushion like that, and I kind of screwed his heat race up there. So I'm not sure who it was, but.
All right, man. Well, great job tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow night. All right, there's Kevin Lovey's our race winner tonight. Championship night here for the Race to Rivalz mini-series. King Kevin II here with the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. You'll see him tomorrow night, as you will hear us tomorrow night as well. Race number 1 of the 2019-2020 Rivalz Elite Pro Series. Race number 1 comes at you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. You can see it right here on 3-9 Streaming and Turn 5 Media. We'll be broadcasting out from the Rivalz Racing League Facebook page. You want to check that out, facebook.com/Rivalz Racing League. That's Rivalz with a Z. And of course, for all of the action here from the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League, search them on Facebook, facebook.com/the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. We want to thank Strickland's GM for all of their support. Strickland's GM, Chevrolet, GMC, and of course their Cadillac brands as well, located in Brantford, Ontario. Rick, Scott, and the crew want to thank you guys for all of your support of everything we do here with the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League and 3-9 streaming. Well, folks, that's all we've got for you tonight. You've heard from the top three. Kevin Lovey's the Race to Rivals Mini-Series champion here from the ELDORA Speedway on behalf of Roger Craig, Blake Nutley Butler, and the entire cast and crew here from the Ohsweken Outlaws Racing League. For Brad Ovens in the 3-9 streaming studios in Penn Yan, my name is Steve Ovens saying thank you for joining us, and we will see you Tuesday night with race number 1 of the Rivalz Elite Pro Series. Good night, everybody.